Hello, it's Elena Olenevich at Spellbinders, and in this video I'll show you how to create a gift card box with peony flowers that I'm going to do using Positively Peony Dies by Debbie Adams. I like using fabric flowers for my project as you can mix any color and textures you like. I started with a pale pink artificial silk that I colored several years ago while I have been enjoying batik, and now this was found as a treasure for my scrapbooking. I have put on my dye up to 10 layers of it, I guess, and what I like about steel rule dyes is that they allow you to cut out several layers at once depending on its thickness, and I even didn't trim the fabric, and I bent it only, and it was okay for them. You can notice that my Platinum 6 machine cut it perfectly, and I'm really happy that it saved me a lot of time since I did it so fast. It's a great advantage while you're creating the flowers since you need tons of petals for one flower at once. I have already made a flower before starting to film this, and for this particular flower I used the stamens. You can find them in the stores, or I ordered mine from AliExpress. They are quite cheap, but what I'm going to show you that with this dye you don't really need the stamens since there is a special dye for making them, and I even wrap my stamens with the die cut stamens too. But what to do if you haven't found any stamens or floral wire at all? So I suggest you to take one of the flower you can buy in the store, and all you need to do is to remove the wire from the flower, and you can use it for your peony flower. To start, you need to make a loop on wire, and to take a strong clear glue, you can only need a drop to apply on the loop, and then you start rolling the stamens parts around this loop. You can repeat this step as long as you like, but I admit that 6-7 parts would be enough and to create a beautiful center for your flower. You can see that it's quite easy to do. The only thing that I recommend is to have a wet baby wipe by your hands since the glue can stick on your fingertips, and to escape this you need to clean your hands. And one more thing is to press on tightly while adhering the stamens layer. After you've finished, you need to start forming the flower, and the die cut has 3 sizes of the petals: small, medium and large. And initially you start with the smaller one, and the process is still the same. You add the glue drops, wrap the petals and press on it. The only thing I suggest you to try is to mix a few colors. For my flower I started with 3-4 white petals made from white tulle, and then added 3-4 petals from the pale pink silk, and again repeat with the white and pink. However, you can use more than 2 colors as an option. Continually add more petals until you reach the size the flower you like. To hide the attached layers, I'm using one of the die cut elements, and I made the hole in it with my tulle bun and pulled the stem through it. You can fix it with the clear glue and pinch it so the petals slightly too, as this allows the flower to look a little more open. This is how my flowers look like on my finished project. I really love the soft look the tulle and silk produce for them. And to make the curved layers on my paper box, I die cut 2 sizes from the labels, one stability set that I foam mounted and adhered to each other, and I also used one of the banner from the ribbon banner set for my sentiment that I put on the cardboard pieces too, and I placed it at the bottom of the layers. And then I adhered everything to the cover of my box and topped it with this embellished cover. Now it's time to add the flowers, and I also added the leaves that I die cut from the same fabric, the tulle and the artificial silk. You can also add more leaves made from the paper or tissue paper, as well as the flowers that you can add for your embellishments there. So the sky is the limit only. And to adhere everything, I'm using my heat gun. I like how it fixes the flower, especially as it's quite large, and you can be sure that everything won't be damaged. And all you need to keep in mind that the heat gun can be seen from this translucent fabric, so be careful and don't add too much of it. And I also topped the paper rose flower on the top of it, and I really love how my project looks, so soft and delicate, and they can be easily used for a wedding day, but for sure for any special occasion date. Thank you so much for watching me, and you can check for more tutorials at Spellbinders Creative Arts, and bye!